I'm Mrs. Buchs, and I am your child's sixth grade math teacher. And I wanted to give you a tour of my Power School Learning page, also known as the LMS. So you'll hear Power School Learning and LMS, that means the same thing. So this is what the students see when they open my page. Open it up to the welcome page, which will show you our daily schedule, the birthdays for the month, some information about me. This is a calendar where you can click on and see the different assignments or different things that might be due through the LMS or Power School. And I have on here our virtual expectations for Zoom. And then again, my contact information. I will say the best way to contact me is through this email address. Some people have been contacting me through this messages up here. They'll send me an inbox or a message, and that is much more challenging because it doesn't alert me that there's messages, so I just have to remember to check it. So please use my FWCS Outlook email. After the welcome page, we have our parent page, and on our parent page, again, we have my contact information. Additionally, I'm available usually by phone from 7:30 in the morning till it says 8:30, but that really should say 8:10. I need to change that. I apologize. Because I'm with students until 2:30, so I'm not available again until from 2:30 to 3:10. I will tell you, if you do email me here, I am also available oftentimes to Zoom with you at night if you have needs or questions. I will try to have my email available to get back with you quickly. Our office hours for September on Wednesdays is listed right here. We have our grading scale. This is my grading scale, but it's also FWCS grading scale. Here we have the district calendar. Now I will tell you, this is linked to the district, so it updates as they update. And right here you will see that looks like a little chain link, like a chain link fence. That's a link that you click on the word and it opens a document. So here it opens up and it shows you our group 1 and 2 days. If you're not sure, this says all remote. So those will tell you all the days that your child should be at school, or if we don't have school. When you're done, you can just click it out. In addition, there's the Northwood official school website. Right here's the link, and the Fort Wayne Community School parent page right here. We will have testing information. So for example, here I'd listed that we had a test a few weeks back. And then this one's really important. It's the FWCS Gradebook. There has been a lot of confusion with students and parents around this. This is where it lists all the assignments that are being graded by the teacher. A lot of parents are just basing it off of this right here. So when you open this, there are assignments that are turned in there, but these are not our only assignments. We also turn in assignments from Big Ideas, Khan Academy, Agile Mind. You will see that in a little bit. So when your child is turning something in, they will click Hand In. They will have to attach from the Google Drive, where they will have to find their assignment they're working on and select it. And then they will hand it in. After I've graded it, and if I've written back to them a message or something they need to fix, right here it'll say view work, and there'll be in parentheses the number 1 or a 2. That means I've sent them their paper back and they need to look at it. This is a pretend student, so you'll see there's no assignments turned in. But that's really important next to that view work. If there's a number, that means I've said something back to them. But this is only a small portion of our assignments that need to be turned in. So please, please, please base your information off of Gradebook, not off of the Power School or LMS page, which again is you can access right here by clicking this link. If you're not sure how to log into there, you can contact the school and they can assist you with that. Under student resources, you'll see there's a little caret or arrow. You click on that and it'll show you we have helpful videos. These videos tell students, and we update them as we need, but they tell us how to get on Agile Mind, how to access Big Ideas, which is our math book, or how to turn in ideas or assignments in Big Ideas Math. We also post some songs that we've used throughout our instruction that are helpful for the kids to help just solidify their learning. So I encourage them to go back and listen to these often. Now I'd like to show you what a daily page looks like for us. So right now we're working on Unit 2. We just finished up Unit 1. I always put the newest things at the top. So you will click this down. This is this week's instruction. Again, we click the caret or the arrow, and we're going to just take a look at Monday of this week. So I'm going to click on Monday. I try to title it also along here. You'll see the titles of the days, because then if a student's struggling with something, they can look for that title. So if they're struggling with multiplying fractions, I have the title in there. So every day you'll see there's our daily attendance. The children must complete the attendance form, and they must check in within their time frame. This is really important, the daily agenda. It tells kids everything that they need to accomplish in my class by the end of the day. If they have not accomplished it in the class time, it does become homework, and the expectation is it is turned in by the end of the evening. Most of our due dates say October 8th, and that's because that's the end of the quarter right now. Now, starting quarter 2, Zoom is mandatory for every student every day they are home. So even if they are a student that is at school 2 days a week and at home 2 days a week, I expect them to attend Zoom for instruction. Then this is really important. This is called our Bitmoji classroom because that little character right there is a Bitmoji. It's really important that students follow it slide by slide. What happens is kids just come over here and they start clicking and trying to do assignments without watching the videos or listening to instruction. So it always begins with telling us what our focus is. We're going to learn how to multiply fractions using an area model and changing an improper fraction to a mixed number. And then they go through this, and it's usually a question is presented to get them thinking. And then there's a video to watch, taking notes. Again, there's something to click on. What they want to do is just go get click happy and click, click, click. They need to actually read what the page says and follow directions. Every time they finish an assignment, they need to come back to this, reread, and then go to the next slide. In addition, the things they will need that need to be turned in on the LMS are posted here. Otherwise, they'll go to Khan Academy, Big Ideas, Math, or Agile Mind. But all they have to do is click here, and it opens it in Kami app. And when they're on here, this might take a minute because it's logged in through someone else. Whenever they click that Kami app, it just means they can write on the document. So here, when they want to start writing on it, they have to just make a mark, and then it'll say, do you want to make a copy? You create a copy, because I'm the owner of that document and I don't want them changing my original. So then the other thing I'm finding is students aren't showing their work. So I need them to actually write on here and show every step that they're, sorry about that, every step that they are going to take in order to solve this problem. So they would write out everything and show each step. So it's really important that students do that. So when students are finished with their assignment, they would come to hand in, and they're going to attach it from the Google Drive. And right here, it shows the student name and what the information was. They click on it, click select, and hand it in. It is now handed in for me to grade. When I am finished grading again, I'll hand it back to them, and you'll see there's a check mark saying they've turned it in. And if I go back to here, you will see there's another check mark on here for the one assignment the student has turned in. Now, a lot of parents are a little bit fooled by that check mark. They think the student has done it. Sometimes students just turn in an empty assignment, so their parents think they've turned it in. We found that to be the case, so beware of that. So then after they would finish that assignment, they would go back and finish whatever else there was in this Bitmoji classroom. So it does tell them then to go and do that page, do this page, then they're going to go to Big Ideas through Clever, which you'll see on your next video. I wanted to also cover Zoom expectations a little more carefully. I just want to remind everyone that even though they're at home, it's considered school. So I need students to be sitting up, not in bed. Their hood should be down. Their camera should be on. I do allow students sometimes to turn them off once I begin teaching, but the expectation is that their camera is on and they are on time. When students are coming in late, I have to accept them in, and it takes a lot of extra time. And also with their Zoom, it should have their first and last names only. It shouldn't have nicknames or anything inappropriate. And they should be muted when they enter, and when they're answering questions, they can unmute. Also, students shouldn't be leaving early from the Zoom. They shouldn't be walking around or eating while we're in a meeting. It's just the same thing as when we're in the classroom. I have some kids doing their hair. We just need to make sure that we are treating it like they're sitting right in front of me. So also just finding a good spot for them to work is a great idea so that they don't get sidetracked or distracted. Also making sure they have their math notebook right next to them and a pencil so they're ready to start the day. So this is pretty much a summary of everything you're going to see on there. Again, I want to point out the best way to contact me is through this email right here. Next up, you're going to watch a video about how to access Big Ideas, Khan Academy, and Agile Mind. Thank you for taking my tour, and I hope to see you face-to-face soon.